Hey there. Today we're going to look at attacks out of the front headlock position. We're going to be looking at arm triangle variations this week. And we're going to start off with one of my favorites, the Darce. Okay? So I've got Will in a front headlock position. Now if I want to go with a Darce choke, I'm going to shoot this arm through deep on the armpit. I even like to get my knee past his elbow, planted here, okay, beyond his elbow. Now, let's go to the other side. I'm going to turn, looking in this direction toward my opponent's head, shooting my left arm through deep, just like so, and I connect my fingers together, closing my elbow on the back of Will's head, taking my two elbows together. Now from here, I want to be able to put downward pressure on my right side, but right now my right side is up, my leg's up. So I'm going to drop my right side, lifting my left, posting here, so I can get a downward force on my right and an upward force on my left. I'm going to pull Will's head underneath his own armpit, using my elbow to drive his head underneath, dumping him down to his side. Now from here, he's going to want to return to his knees. So immediately I'm going to tripod, and I'm going to put weight forward into him. So when he turns to his knees, he meets resistance. From here, I shoot my left arm a little deeper, getting the crook of my elbow to the neck. I don't want just my hand peeking through. I want the pocket of my elbow, the bend of my elbow, form-fitting to the roundness of his neck, okay, the perimeter of his neck. So I've got this nice, long piece of wrist sticking out on the far side. From here, I cross hands, cross wrists. A lot of people will put their hand here, that's weak. Now from here, I'm going to lean to my right so I can take my head away from the shoulder, and I get my right hand up here to the shoulder. If I'm down here, it's much weaker. So my right hand comes high up to the shoulder joint like so. Now from here, Will could still start to shrimp away, turn belly down, things like this, okay? So to stop him from being able to move his hips and squirm, I'm going to put my forehead on the mat, putting weight into him, tripoding. I start to shuffle my feet toward his hips, and then I step over to the mount position. Now I have his hips trapped between my two knees. Now that his hips are controlled and I've had him immobilized, I'm going to take my left elbow and I'm going to retract it, pulling it to his exposed armpit over here. My left elbow pulls toward his armpit, rotating, trying to drive that elbow toward that armpit while I keep my arms figure forward and locked. One more time. We start here in a front headlock. My knee goes past the elbow, shooting my left hand through deep, and I connect my hands, closing the elbow over his head, so when he tries to free his head, it's pinched, caught between my two elbows. My right knee goes down, my left knee comes up, so I can pull his head underneath his armpit, making his head very heavy, pushing down on the head, lifting up on the lat and the shoulders, dumping him down. Now from here, I tripod, so he can't turn into me as well, and I shoot my left arm nice and deep, getting the crook of my elbow tight to his neck. Okay? Now, normally I wouldn't let go of my hands as we do this. I dip them down, I shoot through, pocket of my elbow to his neck. Cross the wrists, get your wrist onto the crook of your elbow. Then I take my hand and I put it where my head is. So I move my head out of the way, hand up here high. Head to the floor, tripod, step over to mount. We've got our tight Darce.